Hello, I'm Bob, and I'm 69.
What makes you smile?
People make me smile. What I do for work is I'm a psychotherapist. I'm a clinical psychologist. So being with people makes me smile, I hope.
In your entire life, what's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
Wow. I've been blessed as I've been able to travel a fair amount. I love the Colorado Rockies. I love skiing. I'm going skiing next month with my sons. And the vistas from the top of a run called Lost Boy in Vail. I just get there. That's where I go first, and it's usually my last thing before I go home, and just stand there and watch the vistas. It's just gorgeous.
Think about the most challenging time in your life. Think about those obstacles. If someone else was going through a similar situation, what advice would you give them to help them get through it?
I'm a runner. I've always been a runner, in high school, college, so on. In 2001, I was running on Concordia's track with my son, younger son, and I tore my Achilles tendon. It was a total rupture, and I had the surgery. The problem was the surgery, the wound got infected, so I was on crutches for 2 years. And I had to learn how to walk again, because literally, all the muscles deteriorated in my legs, because I was on crutches for 2 years. But it was a very, very bad infection, and a very bad wound. After I tore my Achilles tendon, and certainly after the wound, I had several doctors who I was consulting, and I said, when can I run again? And the unanimous vote was, you will never run again. You'll be lucky to walk again. I didn't like the answer. So I found a doctor who told me the answer I wanted to hear. And he helped me rehab, and it took a long time. When I first started running, he told me I could walk for a minute and then run for 10 seconds. Walk for a minute, run for 10 seconds. And then the next week I could run for 11 seconds. I'd move it by 10%. So anyway, long story short, since then I've run a marathon, I've run half marathons, I run in the Senior Olympics. So I'm back running well. Don't give up. Find people who will help you to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Don't let people tell you no.
What's your favorite part about this stage of your life? What's your favorite part about being a senior?
That I'm still able to do the things that I love. As I said, I'm a clinical psychologist, and I love my work. The way I see my work is I hear people's stories. That's really what a therapist does, is they listen with respect to people's stories. I get to tell some of my story a little bit sometimes, but mostly I hear other people's stories. So I'm still able to do that. Again, my kids and grandkids and wife, and we're all healthy. My siblings are all well. I'm still able to run, bike, ski, do the things that keep me active. So I'm still able to do the things that I love.
If you could say anything to your parents right now, what would you say to them?
That's interesting. I just came back from a retreat where I did some work on that sort of things. And the person who was running the retreat asked us to write our grievance stories. So my father did some things that I wished he hadn't done. So I wrote my grievance story. And my mother did some things that I wish she hadn't done. I wrote my grievance story. And then I wrote a forgiveness story. So I was like, Dad, I really forgive you. A lot of the work I do is treating alcoholics. My dad was an alcoholic. I'm very empathic for my clients' struggles. Wasn't so much with my dad's. And it's helped me to release myself of some of that burden. So I forgive you, I guess, would be what I'd say to them.
If you could share some words of wisdom with every young person on the planet at the same time, what would you share?
Do what you can. Love what you have, and be who you are.
Period.
Exclamation point.
Yeah.